I always wanted to know what Deadpool looked like on an airplane. Alright, so, yeah, we just saw Once Upon a Deadpool. At least the tickets we didn't pay for went to charity.
Oh, now I feel bad.
It's alright, AMC's got it covered.
Which is true, actually, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, still, technically, we're not that bad of people.
I forgot about that part.
Well, that's right, that little disclaimer at the very end. It's like 15,000 people with jobs and such.
Well, they had that in the last movie, too.
Oh, did they? I didn't remember. So, yeah, this is Once Upon a Deadpool. It's the second one, all right. Just chopped to bits.
Yeah.
Really chopped to bits. And it really... You know why they added the extra stuff in pretty quickly when you start noticing things that get cut out, which is pretty much immediate.
Yeah, like
anytime an action scene happens, pretty much, you could tell there are a ton of cuts, swear words, bad dubbing to replace,
yeah. Even the sound design, and this is probably separate, I'm not sure it's because of the theater knob, the sound design sounded like it took a hit, too.
Maybe. I know, there's definitely some obvious dubbing pretty much throughout.
I mean, some of the sound effects felt like they were either pared back or they were missing or, and it felt less full.
Yeah, this really does feel like if you watch Deadpool 2 on an airplane.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's like 45 minutes, or at least it feels like it is, based on how the pacing is affected by how much it's chopped. And I really like Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just goes to show, you can't make a movie that's very much meant to be an R and just, we'll just wave our magic wand and make it a PG-13.
Yeah. I wouldn't entirely say that. I'd say I base it more on the fact that, as we mentioned, they had to edit it down like crazy, because the stuff between him and Fred Savage was great.
I was gonna get to that. That is pretty much the redemption for this whole thing, is the new stuff they add in between him and Fred Savage are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole frame. I mean, if you've seen the trailer for this, seen any advertisements, that's the framing device where it's all Deadpool telling the story to Fred Savage, who's kidnapped and duct taped to a bed. And that's so every now and then it'll cut to them, and they'll either make fun of their own movie or they'll make some kind of back and forth for a little bit. And all those are great. Those honestly, I saw some Kotaku and I kind of agree, where it's you're just kind of watching the clock, waiting for the next Fred Savage scene to come on.
Yeah.
Because he's okay, cool, I like Deadpool 2, but this is not the Deadpool 2 I like, kind of thing.
Yeah. It was interesting seeing them take in some of the stuff from the unrated footage, though.
I only know the one that showed, the polar bears.
Yeah.
But I never saw the unrated version, so...
I can let you borrow it so you can actually see the new stuff.
Yeah.
They added in the...
I was surprised to the death of Baby Hitler in this version. I'm kidding, no. So it wouldn't be great if all else failed, they got the death of Baby Hitler, in the PG-13 version.
They could have gotten away with it.
You think so? That would be amazing if they put that in there, just to fuck with the censors.
Yeah. No, especially because, I'm not going to say too much, but it's a 2-part, edition.
Okay.
For that scene.
Alright, fair enough. But yeah, no, the stuff between Deadpool and Fred Savage are fucking great. They play around with the PG-13 aspect of it a little bit. That part with the bleeping with Matt Damon was great.
Yes! Yeah, because there's some part where just
you see, Deadpool starts talking about how he has Matt Damon locked in the basement.
And it happened after Brad Pitt made his cameo. It's you got Brad Pitt? Yeah. How? Oh, we got him locked in the basement with a bunch of other celebrities next to Matt Damon and Celine Dion.
Yeah.
It's like Shawshank down there.
And it's I want to fight Matt Damon. Because I established early on his little bleep machine, where bleep out random words. So I was like, what'd you say? I said I want to beep Matt Damon.
It's say it again. I want to beep Matt Damon. It's
and
I want to date him hard.
And there's a huge long sequence from there where they just kind of play up that joke, but it works surprisingly really well. Just got to show you, none of us really grew up. where we can still laugh at the word fuck. Or laugh at the unintended bleeping of the word fuck. What was another one? I think when I laughed the hardest is when they made the joke about Vanessa in the movie.
Yes, the fridge.
Yeah, the fridge, which is a term I'm familiar with. I don't know how many people like they explain it in the movie, but when I heard that, I went like,
Yeah, I knew that was coming, but it was still funny to hear it.
I knew they made fun of some of their stuff. I didn't know that particular line was coming, because after Vanessa dies in the movie, spoiler if you haven't seen Deadpool 2, Fred Savage goes, "Whoa, did you guys just fridge Vanessa?" It was like, fridge? I'm already laughing, because I'm like, Kyle Rayner. You know where that term comes from, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. For those uneducated in the term of fridging, basically it's a term whenever they kill off the female protagonist to make to add tragedy to the male character. That was personified by when Kyle Rayner's girlfriend in the comics got shoved in a refrigerator. Hence the term fridging. Did not come from Indiana Jones 4. But they brought that, and like there's some fun kind of wink and nods in the very typical Deadpool fashion, like, yeah, we acknowledge we kind of fucked up here, or just like have the over-explained comic book person.
Oh yes, about Cable's backstory. It's like, wait, you got Cable, as in time traveling Cable,
son of Cyclops and
clone of Jean Grey,
so-and-so, the clone of Jean Grey, and
half-brother to Nathan Summers and such, infected with the technovirus that gradually infects his body, makes him more machine than man.
I was like, use time travel to get raised in the future, or get infected by this and that. It's like, you guys incorporate all this complex lore into the movie, right? We got the time travel part. Or what was another one where it just goes like, why didn't you guys do this? Like, why don't you shut up?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Like also they talked about, I was like, wait, so what about the legs? Did that grow a second Deadpool?
Oh, yeah. That's right. So anytime they come back to Fred Savage was always great. There's also a really good tribute to Stan Lee, too, at the very end.
It would have been way better if someone wasn't watching something.
Yeah, I know, right? There's some asshole in the back of the seat, like, watching a video on his phone. Like, fucking really? Now? You're gonna do that right now?
Yeah. We have emotions, you Philistine!
Yeah. Either way, that was for me, that was kind of like, oh, I didn't come here to feel sad.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil that part for you. Also,
I could have used a heads up on that one. That's still fresh. To
be fair, I got confused because at one of the point in the movie, when they're doing the operation, they CG'd a mural of Stan Lee that said R.I.P. And so I thought, oh, maybe that, and I was like, oh, maybe. Well,
the mural was there already, I think, from the first time. They just added the R.I.P.
Yeah, and I thought that's what they were talking about. I was like, oh no, this is what it is.
Oh, great, yeah. So that was like, oh, great. There were the feels, fantastic. Because man, that one hit me hard that day, man. That Monday sucked.
I'm assuming that was to you what Robin Williams was to me.
Robin Williams hit pretty hard too. They both did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Stanley hit me probably a little bit more. Not to compare celebrity deaths, but yeah. So that was a stone cold bummer.
Yeah.
Back to Deadpool though. Talking about cheerier things. But we do have a Stanley video coming up like later this week or next week too.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Anyway, but no, like it's kind of weird looking back in this movie now that Disney has bought Fox. And you kind of wonders like, oh, cool, it's cool to see like this X-Form team come together that we will never see again.
That was the part that they were making fun of too. It's like, it's like, you see, this is why for Marvel movies. Yeah, well, 20th Century Fox being bought out by Disney. So joke's on you. Actually, doesn't mean the joke's on you. Why don't you shut your mouth?
That was it. Yeah. That was the joke. Why don't you shut up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think it could make a PG-13 Deadpool movie work. It just needs to be written as such.
Yeah, it needs to be built from the ground up.
Yeah, like, you can't just hackney what was clearly meant to be an R into a PG-13 Venom. Anyway.
Or also just make this into a short film with that framing device.
Yeah, honestly, if this is just Fred Savage and Deadpool, just explaining the plot of Deadpool 2, I totally would have been on board for that. That would have honestly worked in his own piece. Would it be great if just like combined like Deadpool 1 and 2 and it's had it all narrated by Deadpool to Fred Savage? That honestly would have been perfectly fine. Because I was never one of those people that was opposed to Deadpool as a PG-13. Like, I mean, it works better as an R, but, like, there's a way you could do it in a PG-13.
And like I was saying, those Fred Savage scenes was a very good example of how to do it.
Yeah, like my favorite one of Deadpool is always the Joe Kelly run, which was one in the 90s, and that was very, like, there was some R stuff in there, but that was by and large PG-13. That was still, like, the character's best material, in my opinion. You ever read those?
No, I haven't.
Check them out. They're actually pretty good. They're on the Deadpool Classic Collection.
Oh, cool.
So they're fairly easy to track down.
Also, I just remember the other Fred Savage bit I really liked.
Which part was that?
I think it was right when Deadpool gets ripped in half.
Oh, yeah. They just stare at each other.
You even see the little drawing of him getting torn in half in the book.
Yeah, but as far as like the editing goes, there's some really just rapid cuts around. Like you could tell were obscene levels of violence. Like the most obvious one, in my opinion, was the one where like Cable's in the prison and he's breaking him out, and like he throws Deadpool off the railing, and in our version, he like lands on the table and like snaps his body into a Z.
Yeah.
And this one, they just like they hear the sound and you just see his body like you don't even see his body contorted. He just like that.
Yeah.
And he snaps back into it, and they never address it. There's also the problem of the magically reappearing bullet hole in his hand. I don't know if you noticed that. That kept like appearing and disappearing at random.
That bugged me too.
And man, there's just something about, like, it's not nearly as satisfying if you don't see Cable, like, if you don't see Colossus shove an electric cable up Juggernaut's ass. All right? You need to actually physically see it.
Or hear him actually say fuck.
Yeah.
Or also, is there a knife in my dick? There's a knife in your dick.
Oh, yeah, that's
right.
Is
there a knife in my lower extremity? There's a knife in your leg. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I also missed, don't fuck Elvis, don't fuck Colossus.
I don't remember that part.
That's, like, her and Vanessa at the end. When they're saying, like, their goodbyes in not heaven.
I don't remember that part at all.
Really? Because you laughed pretty hard at it. Or maybe that was Howard. Did I see it with you or Howard?
Pretty sure you saw it. No, you saw it with Howard.
I'm getting you too confused.
Because I saw it with someone else.
No, like that's the part where like when they're saying their final goodbyes, they change the line in this movie. But the joke was like you can do anything. It's where they threw in the International Women's Day line in this version. In the original one, it's like you can do anything you want down here. It's like, all right, but don't fuck Elvis. And he just goes, all right, don't fuck Colossus. What? And then he takes it back up.
Okay, that's probably the line I missed then.
What, did you go to the bathroom at one point or something?
No, like that one just never registered or something.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I like that. That was funny. The part, like, there's definitely a good chunk of movie that did not need to be, there's still a good chunk of movie that isn't, like, destroyed by editing. I don't want to say, like, it's god-awful now or anything like that, because it's still, like, a solid movie.
Ooh, also reminds me, the X-Force demise.
Yeah. I like how the only one that got, like, remained largely uncut was the Morningstar death. Because I guess blood is okay if it's green.
Well, they didn't show him getting chopped up by the propeller, though.
True.
Bedlam's was largely untouched.
I thought there was more blood in Bedlam's death.
A little bit, but other than that, I think the blood was probably CG out, but they showed him hitting the bus like he normally did.
Yeah, I mean, that part I remember. I thought there were blood at the time. But yeah, like that usually whenever there's an action scene, it's the most distracting when there's a cut. Like other stuff you could probably ignore fairly well, unless there's like an obvious dub over, there's a fair chunk of those.
Ooh, yeah.
But like a lot of this, like the more dramatic scenes work perfectly fine as is in either version because they don't really have to change much in those cases.
With Fred Savage, are you crying?
Oh yeah.
No.
There's emotion juice coming out of your eyeball. Which I'm gonna find a way to use that. Although emotion juice could be called many things, I'm not sure all of them are appropriate either.
And I just remember the other bit from the uncut version they added in the movie.
What was that?
The stuff where they're in the kitchen. And he's talking to them, like, with the labels and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And the soap dispenser.
Oh, I thought that was in the original version.
Nope.
Really? Huh. Oh, because the sniffing the hands was in the original version. They don't actually show the soap bottles in the...
Something like that, yeah. Because they never... that whole thing with them in the kitchen, that was not in the original cut.
No, the kitchen scene was there.
Really? Why do I not remember it?
I don't know why, but I know it was there.
Yeah.
The polar scene wasn't. You're right about that one.
Yeah. That one, for sure, I remember clearly.
Yeah, but no, the kitchen scene was there. At least good chunks of it were. They may have had a couple metal fight scenes. Like, I don't think that showed the soap dispenser full of cum in the original version. If anything, it was edited that to say it would be that, probably. But no, like, the whole, like, you look like a sex offender thing, all that stuff was original in the original cut.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, I don't think there's not a whole lot else to say about this necessarily, so much as, like, it's not the same.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Fred, this is the problem, is like with the Fred Savage stuff, it is so funny, but you have to have the movie playing with it.
Yeah, like, honestly, you're better off just waiting, like, unless you're on support charity, which I do encourage, because I'm surely too broke to do it. If you want to just do that, and, but if you're too cheap to pitch in for charity, you monsters, you could also just wait till it comes out on YouTube.
Or find someone who chops it up into about a 30-minute video.
That's what I mean, though. Like, you know somebody's going to do it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be on YouTube in a few months whenever... Like, I'm assuming they're probably going to re-release this on DVD.
Probably.
Or Blu-ray. Do people still sell DVDs?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, like, unless you want to pitch it for charity, this honestly just worth waiting until the Fred Savage scenes come up online somewhere.
Which they do have some of them on there, including the alternate version of the Nickelback one.
Yeah, I've seen that clip. That was pretty great.
Sorry, I thought we were just having fun.
People do give Nickelback too much shit, though. I'm not saying I'm a fan, but come on. We all listen to it. So you know what fucking song that is.
Look at this photo of a graph. Yeah, should we just get on the trailers?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a rhyme of that. I was trying to think, can I fit X-axis and Y-axis into this in any way? Damn it, no. So, yeah.
It's also on paper graph?
Well, you just rhyme graph with graph. That's cheating.
Well, songwriters do that all the time. Lazy bastards.
That is... We're not Nickelback, Grant. We can try... Nickelback? Nickelback. We can't listen to Nickelback. Anyway. That's my impersonation of Twitter. He wants to read me soon, the Spider-Man game. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. Great, there goes 10 subscribers right there.
Speaking of which, though, I cannot wait for Friday.
What's Friday? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm seeing that tomorrow. I'm seeing it twice.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
No, me and Laura are seeing her tomorrow, and then I'm probably gonna see with you guys again on Friday.
Cool.
So yeah, first trailer I got was for the Prodigy. Like Piper. What if Piper raised like the
Piper? Was that Taylor Schilling
from Orange is the New Black? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she looked familiar.
Yeah, like what if Piper raised Selma Blair? I don't know. I was like, what? Not Selma Blair. What's the fucking girl from The Exorcist? Selma Blair is just possessed. We're cracking this case wide open.
Blair was in... I think Blair was the name of the character. I remember that much.
No, not Selma Blair. I'm sorry. I'm a Selma Blair fan. Watch if Selma Blair is watching this and I just get a comment that says, fuck you. Linda Blair. Linda Blair. Okay, well, at least I wasn't that far off.
All right. Reagan was her character's name. That's what it was.
All right. Well, either way, the Prodigy looks like a movie.
Yeah.
And then we got Holmes and Watson.
Next.
I saw a new trailer for this, and it just keeps looking worse, because there's a fucking Make England Great Again hat that pops up at one point.
I know.
You seen that same clip too, huh? You gonna be okay, buddy? Oh, so you're down to see it. Cool, I want you to mention it. Bad Watson.
I was a little concerned that I was going to actually punch you there for a second. But then I just had to remind myself, you asked me to see that movie.
Hey, I'm taking you to go see Into the Spider-Verse on Friday, alright?
Yeah, I still saw some stinkers.
What, that?
I still saw some stinkers.
True, but not Holmes. I haven't seen go see anything Holmes and Watson bad in a while.
Boo 2!
That was last year.
It still hasn't left my mind.
You can't hold that against me. We have a reset every year.
Yeah. I want to say probably the worst thing I've seen this year might have been Venom.
I don't think it's that bad.
I'm just not saying it's the worst thing. I'm just saying it's the worst thing I've seen.
Yeah,
I feel like there's something else on it. I just can't remember what the hell it is.
I'll look through the list later.
It was something else that we saw like the week before, which is like, this movie.
Was the week before Venom?
Yeah.
Let me see. Venom, where are you?
Venom, can you hear me?
No, you didn't see Life Itself. The Predator?
Can you please stop sucking?
The Predator?
Okay, maybe that wasn't the worst thing. I know I saw something bad this year, but I can't remember what it was for the life of me.
It wasn't Alpha. It wasn't Slender Man.
Yeah, that's what you saw.
I know, I'm looking at all these bad movies like, God damn, how many of these awful movies have I seen by myself? Fuck.
Alright, let's get on the next trailer.
Dude, I've seen so many shitty movies by myself. You fucking owe me to go see Holmes and Watson. Or at least just do it a favor to me, man.
No, I'm sorry. I cannot stand their movies.
Neither can I. I still gotta go watch it.
Yeah, well, this is your channel.
Just don't make me go see it alone, man. That's all I ask. Dude, I had to watch fucking Slender Man by myself. And Unfriended 2.
Alright, what's the next trailer?
Well, we got that weird Spanish one.
Oh, yeah, that Franca something 2 is a sequel, that's all I know.
No.
Which, for some reason, was not subtitled.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Nutcracker I saw by myself. Life Itself I saw by myself. Which, that honestly might be up there as far as worst I've seen this year. Life Itself. Dear fucking Christ.
Is that the equivalent of that one Will Smith movie? Super pretentious one.
I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think. I don't know which is worse. Probably the Will Smith one, because that was personally insulting. Then we got Detective Pikachu.
Ready for finally seeing that on the big screen.
Yeah, I've gotten this trailer before a couple times now. I don't know. I'll see it.
Yeah, that's, I'm gonna see it. I don't think I'll enjoy it, but I'm morbidly curious about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, what, like, how can we make this Ryan Reynolds voice Pikachu somehow more likable? Oh, yeah, add that character from Jurassic World 2 that everybody hated.
I just have to tell myself they got the kid from the Get Down.
Is that who he was? Is he in that one, too?
Yep.
Alright, well, I just know him as that kid from Jurassic World 2, so...
Yeah.
This is the first time I got the Dark Phoenix trailer in theaters, though.
I'm not sure if it was my first, but I know if it was the first time in a while.
Yeah, I'm not as opposed to that movie as a lot of people are. I know this is getting a fair amount of hate right now.
It can't be worse than Last Stand.
No, I mean, it's definitely taking the same ideas that Last Stand had, which, to be fair, I don't think were bad ideas. And just the execution was shit. But yeah, like, I've liked most of the First Class cast movies so far. I mean, Apocalypse notwithstanding, even that wasn't the worst thing ever.
Yeah. Because that still had the awesome slow-mo scene.
There was some really, oh yeah, there's that. Like, there's some parts about Apocalypse I liked. It was still a mess overall, but there's still some parts that I liked.
Yeah.
And anything with Michael Fassbender as Magneto, I'm totally okay with. He's usually the best part of these movies on average. And then we got a new trailer for The Kid Who Would Be Kane, which, again, looks like a perfectly acceptable January movie.
But now we know it has Patrick Stewart.
Yes, for some reason.
Who apparently decides to recreate his death scene from, ironically, The Last Stand.
Yeah.
So I saw him, like, floating in air with, like, wind and shit flying around. It was just like...
Gene, stop it.
Yeah.
Does he play, like, King Arthur or something?
I assume he was Merlin when he's not in disguise.
Maybe. Either as the last trailer. So you got any final thoughts for Once Upon a Deadpool?
Just stick with the original.
Yeah. Wait till the Fred Savage scenes pop up on YouTube. Never say beyond that. Alright, so that's it for today, guys. Like I said, on Friday, we're going to check out Into the Spider-Verse. Got a little panel for that, so... Gonna need to... We're gonna improvise.
Just have someone like pop out from under the clothes.
Hi! That's how Wes makes his return.
Yeah. Sorry, just after I did it's like, that's revenge for That's My Boy.
Oh, God.
You remember Physically Impossible Punches?
I really just need to upload that as its own thing.
Oh, I remember how Howard lost his shit when he first saw that.
That was still the best sketch I ever did.
No.
Hey, we filmed that illegally.
We did a guerrilla style.
We did.
Shit.
Yeah, thankfully we got caught by somebody who could not care less.
Yeah.
Great, that's gonna hold up in court. Anyway. Alright. So, yes, and then next week there's like The Mules comes out, and
yay.
I don't know if it's going wide or limited.
Oh, that's like the first Clint Eastwood movie I'm actually looking forward to in a while.
I don't know, man. I haven't liked a Clint Eastwood movie in a long fucking time.
When he's acting in it, and it's about something like not a human interest story, they're usually good.
I mean, is he talking to a chair in this one? What's going on? No, okay.
Oh, let's not think about that.
Too late, it's happening. Then we also got Mortal Engines. That one also comes out this week.
Which for the longest time I thought was directed by Percy Jackson.
Oh, you gotta bring that garbage into this. Alright.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the kid who would be king. And the same producers and all that BS. But
It is not Percy Jackson 2. I don't care how bad it is.
But Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
I thought he was directing. Apparently he was just producing it.
Yeah, and then apparently...
We're both tired.
God damn it. He's back in my brain. And every single time, I forget his name. I'm like Wolverine in that way. My brain erased it to protect me. Was it Tyson? Okay, I got it right this time. I'm not even mad anymore, man. It's been like 4 fucking years.
Yeah, there's nothing. You don't need to be mad about his upbeat personality.
Don't you fucking start. Don't you fucking do it. I will punch you. You know what? When Holmes and Watson comes out, I'm gonna tell you we're seeing Bumblebee.
Huh?
I said, you know what? When Holmes and Watson comes out, I'm gonna tell you we're watching Bumblebee. Until it's too late. I'm gonna hold you there with like fucking Clockwork Orange style.
Here's the problem. I would have to pay for the Bumblebee ticket, which means I would be going into that theater.
Well, I'd say just get your ticket in advance.
Yes, in which case I'd walk into the Bumblebee theater.
Well, it's again, I would give them the ticket. You wouldn't know until it's too late.
Then you would have just wasted money.
To get you to watch Holmes and Watson with me, yeah, it would be worth every penny.
Why would I watch that when I got a free ticket to Bumblebee?
Because I wouldn't have actually bought the ticket for Bumblebee. You're not getting this. This is a blatant lie. I wouldn't actually buy.
I have A-list, remember?
I know, I do too, but I'm just saying, like, it's around Christmas. Maybe you used up all your reservations. Maybe you're looking for a way to save some money. I can engineer the situation, goddammit.
Okay, to be fair, that last bit, that is somewhat plausible, but it ain't gonna happen.
You say that now.
Yeah, wow, who would have thought I would have seen 3 movies this week?
It's happened to me.
Yeah.
Granted, you know, it's what I do. But yeah, oh, and also Beale Street Can Talk also comes out next week. But again, that's probably not going wide for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Christmas comes out, and then I'm fucked.
I'm gonna be busy once the 22nd rolls around.
Why? What's up to the 22nd?
Well, 22nd I gotta go to Santa Cruz, come back on the 23rd, then go to Fremont on the 24th, then up to Stockton later that evening, then stay up there for probably another day or 2.
See, it's always around Christmas time where all the movies come out and nobody's fucking, like, free.
It's not my fault I got 3 families.
I'm not holding it against you. I'm just saying it as a general annoying fact that happens every year. So yeah. I think that's all we got. Now we're just fucking around. So, thank you guys for watching. See y'all Friday.
Later.